Yes, we have to recap it fast. Okay. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to take class from 3 o'clock for you people. It was raining so heavily on the other end, so I could not come on time. So we'll start our class. Okay. So please recap it because we ended our class with one word substitution. Do you remember? Okay. I was really happy in the last week when we took our class. Few students could easily guess it out, right? Related to few words. And when I stated a few more words, you people started thinking, well, what do you mean by altruist, theist, atheist, and other thing? We'll start. So I want you people to recap it. So you'll get 1 more minute and we'll start our class today. I think you three can come over here if you don't know. If yeah, if you can. Okay. Okay. Shall we start our class? Okay. So we'll check your memory power once. Shall we? Don't do it, mom, because we completed our lunch and we are ready to sleep. No, right? Okay. A very good afternoon. We'll start our class today. And in our previous class, we ended with one word substitute. And you people already aware with what do you mean by one word substitute? They'll give a particular phrase or a sentence or a statement where you people are supposed to replace with one word. Okay. So we'll do one thing. I'll give the answer for the questions which we had a discussion in the previous class, and later we'll get into the other thing, right? Okay. The first statement, I think so, I made a mention in the previous class. A person, one who cares about the society, and also the same person who is going to work for the betterment of the people. Yes or no? Have you got answer? Yes. What is the answer? What is the answer? Altruist. Probably whenever somebody is going to use this word altruist, even though this word is used commonly when it comes to the newspaper. I don't know whether you people have a habit of reading newspaper. So whenever somebody wants to say something about a particular person who is into social work, or is a particular person who is doing really good for the society, they are going to use this particular word. And please do remember the one more thing, they are not going to ask you people with a simple statement where exactly you can just come out with a simple meaning and a simple wording. Okay, it's all about checking your efficiency. It's already clear. So many times repetitively I have made a mention about the title of your syllabus. It's not like just English syllabus for the MBA entrance examination, not only for the MBA, even for the other PGCET examination. They've very clearly stated it's all about your proficiency, how good you are when it comes to your language. Okay, so what was the first statement I had given? Whom do you call? Or else the particular person who works for the good of the people and is good of the society. So that person is known as altruist. Hope that is very clear for you people. If you take up Ratan Tata, he was considered as a kind of a multifaceted personality and also altruist. What do you mean by multifaceted personality? Multifaceted, it's nothing but all-rounder. Okay, he is not only into technical field, but also he is very a good human and who is going to work with the betterment of the people. I think so you understood what I meant. So if there is a particular thing, please do remember, what do you mean by altruist? The person who is going to work for the good of the society. And the other end, we have this word selfish. I think so. We are in a world where most of the people are going to think about themselves. Yes or no? Right. So, whereas when it comes to this particular word, this word is completely opposite to selfish. Okay. So, altruist. Altruist is nothing but The person who is going to work for the good of the people and the society. This is about the first statement. Is there any doubt about this word? Shall we get into the next one? Okay. I just want any one of you to just read out the second example. Anyone? Can you? Okay. A person, one who believes in God. Can you just let me know? Theist. So don't get into confusion, because if you add letter A, that is into a different meaning altogether. So what do you mean by theist? A person, one who believes in God. If you add letter A, the atheist, in the sense, the person, one who does not believe in God. Probably you are thinking of how do they ask questions related to one word? Substitute. From the beginning, I'm telling you people, I'm emphasizing, when it comes to English language questions, there are two things. One is commonly used one, and the second thing, very very important thing, the popularly used one. So in these two way, you people have to work it up. Okay, so I don't think so you have a doubt about the word altruist. No. The second one, theist. So what do you mean a theist? The person, one who believes in God. So if you call somebody as atheist, a person, one who does not believe in God. So these are the questions they were asked in the previous examination. The first one they had asked, so you have to do remember. Okay, shall we get into the next one? Yes. Can anybody read the next one? Next statement.
Statement included two words with same meaning.
Yes, very good. Okay. So, what do you call in one particular word? So, whenever you have a statement or a sentence where there are more than two words with the same meaning. For example, I have an adequate enough money. For example. Okay. Can you just identify? I'll repeat. I'll repeat. Listen carefully. I have an adequate money in my pocket. If I say this, there are two words in the statement which are having the same meaning. Is it true? So can you identify which are the two commonly used words here with the same meaning? Adequate and enough. I repeat, those students who came now, observe it very carefully. We are discussing about one word, substitute. They'll give one line, one statement, or else one phrase where you people are supposed to replace with one word, and you'll be having four options, and you people have to go for the appropriate one. So what do you mean by altruist? Altruist, it's nothing but the person who is going to work for the betterment of the people and also betterment of the society. Those students who came now for you people. And the second one, theist. Theist in the sense, a person, one who believes in God. So what exactly they are going to give it to you people? They'll give like this. What do you call a person, one who believes in God? So they'll give four options for you people, and you have to go for the appropriate one. So like this, we were discussing about the third statement for today's class, and the third one is, what do you call in a statement when you use two words with the same meaning? So I was giving an example for your fellow classmates. So the example was like this. I have an adequate enough money. Can you identify the two words with the same meaning? Adequate and is it true? Adequate and enough, these two words are having the same meaning. So what do you call? Yes, exactly, very good. That whenever you have a statement with the two words with the same meaning, we'll call it as tautology. Just make a mention. Tautology, tautology. Okay. If you want to do remember tattoo. Just to go for a particular way where you people can retain it for a longer time, you can. So tautology. So what do you mean by tautology? One more example I'll give it to you. It is a new innovation. It is a new innovation. Can you just identify which are the two words which are having the same meaning? New and innovation. Is it true or not? So can we call it as a tautology? Exactly. So for you people, they are not going to just give a statement where they are going to ask you people to identify which are the word which is example for tautology. No. If it is related to your language, they might, but when it comes to the one word substitute, one simple example I'll give it to you people before we proceed with the next one. Whom do you call? Whom do you call? Else a person, one who cures the particular disease. Okay. If they are asking a particular thing, you people have to. What kind of a therapist? If not, generally a doctor. Hope it is very clear for you people. A person, one who advocates for the justice. A lawyer or advocate. I think you people are able to understand. I'm just giving very simple example for you people. Whatever example just now I stated to you, but whatever I wrote on the board, those examples they were asked in the examination too. So is there any doubt about the altruist, theist, and the third one that is tautology? Any doubt? So I'll do one thing. I'll ask you people to frame any one example about all those words later. Okay. Shall we get into the next example? Can anybody read the fourth statement? Fourth one.
A person who thinks positive and in all the situations.
Okay. So whom do you call? Or what do you call a person who is going to think positive in spite of being in a critical condition? Yes. Is it pessimist or optimist? Optimist. Okay. So that you people are supposed to do remember. Optimist. 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 Okay. Just make a mention. Optimist. Whom do you call as optimist? A person, one who thinks positive in spite of all the difficult conditions. One simple example I'll give it to you, and you people are supposed to answer me with practically. Just imagine you're sitting in a classroom and the teacher is going to point at you and the teacher will ask you to stand up and say something. What's your reaction about the teacher? How do you take that situation? Most of the time, generally, tell me. How do you react? Thus, teacher is always going to point at me in spite of having so many students. Yes or no? Whereas, if you take it in a very positive way, you will take a same second or a same minute where you will get a chance to express your thoughts, feelings, emotion, or else your knowledge, or else your wisdom, whatever it might be. So it's up to you people whether you will take it in a positive or else negative way. So two more examples I had given to you people, that is related to door and one more related to water bottle. Do you remember? Okay. So I'll repeat. Optimist in the sense the person who is going to think positive in spite of having all the difficult situation. What is the opposite meaning? A person, one who is going to think in a negative way in spite of having all hopes. That is pessimist. Just make a mention. The one more word, that is pessimist. Pessimist. This optimist and pessimist, there is a possibility where they might ask question related to antonyms and synonyms. Do you remember? Antonyms and synonyms. There is a possibility whenever you will start your preparation, you should start your preparation in such a way your preparation should help more than one language component. If you people really good at active and passive voice, you people can easily resolve the problems related to direct and indirect speech. So like this, you have to work it out. Okay. So optimist in the sense, the person one who is going to think in a positive way, whereas when it comes to pessimist, pessimist in the sense the person who is going to be so sad most of the time, and the person who is going to say that life is so boring, life is so monotonous, in spite of having all the opportunities. Fine? Okay. Have I given any other statement for you people in the previous class? Okay. Can you, yes, anybody?
A person who is everywhere.
Okay, a person who is everywhere. Can you just make a mention? Anybody? A person who is everywhere. Don't tell me any. Okay. Anybody has got answer for this question? What do you call a person who is everywhere? Not according to me, according to the dictionary, according to the English language. Okay, anybody? No? Not even one student? Think, give some work to your brain. What do you call a person who is everywhere? And I'm saying a person, not thing. Okay. Anybody has got a hint? No? There are certain words which are considered as oftenly confused thing, and there is one particular word and related to the statement which your fellow classmate just now read it off. We'll just get into, just make a mention. Omnipresent. I'll just give you one trick to remember. There are certain words with the same starting letter. Okay. One is omnipresent. Just take down the next one. Omnipotent. Have you heard? No? And just one side. I think you people are on the earth, right? Exactly. Have you gone through moon? No? Okay, just come back. The first one, omnipresent. Second one, omnipotent. And even there is one more, omniscience. And we'll have a discussion later because I don't want you people to get into be in a confused state of mind. Try to do remember this present. A person who is everywhere. So go for this particular short technique, present, everywhere. Okay. So for that particular person, we'll call omnipresent. I'll give one simple example in the later part. I'll repeat. What do you call a person who is everywhere? Omnipresent. Okay. If I say not according to me, according to the society, Almighty is an omnipresent. So according to us, most of the time we'll make a mention God is everywhere. Right? So if you take it in that particular way. Or else if I make a mention according to me, yeah, goodwill. Goodwill, I know it very well. If you people are there as a student of commerce and management, you will take it in a different way. So goodwill here, what exactly I just made a mention, your good deeds, your good work. Okay. So according to me, wherever you go, your good nature is considered as an omnipresent, as your a real friend or whatever it might be. I might say that. Okay. So what do you mean by omnipresent? Omnipresent is nothing but you can use it in the sense of things and also you can use it in a sense of people too. So what do you call a person who is everywhere? Omnipresent. Omnipresent is nothing but the person who is everywhere. So next one, omnipotent. What do you call a person who is very powerful? Have you heard about this particular word? He is very potential person. He is very talented. He is having a very good potential to clear this examination. Have you heard this word? Potential. He is really good actually. He is having that potential to clear or else to crack such a difficult examination. Have you heard? Okay. So in that way you people are supposed to do remember. So one more word we'll have a discussion in the later part. Why? Because if I give it all together, you will be in confusion. So the short technique, omnipresent. So present, please do remember the person who is everywhere. So what do you call a person who is everywhere? Omnipresent. Okay, the next one, omnipotent. Omnipotent in the sense a person who is very powerful. A person who is very powerful. I think this statement I've not given in the previous class. I know it very well. Because I was telling this omnipresent, I thought of giving this one too. That is a possibility of asking question. Okay. Altruist, theist, tautology, omnipresent, omnipotent. Okay. So I just want anybody to read out the any other statement which we had a discussion. Is there any other statement I had given? No, right. Okay. Please go through all these examples. Before I'll illustrate how do they ask questions in the main examination. Please go through all these things. and just give a heading, a title. One word, substitute. One word, substitute. If you are done, you just let me know. As done. Related to one word substitute, I had given few statements for you people. Don't take down anything right now. So this question is going to be a model question for you people related to one word substitute. Before we are going to get into model question, let me recap it one by one. Altruist, a person, one who does good for the society. Theist, a person, one who believes in God. Tautology, a statement where you'll be having two words with same meaning. Okay. Optimist, a person, one who thinks a positive. Pessimist, a person, one who thinks negative way in spite of having all the opportunities. Hope so it is very clear. Omnipresent, a person who is everywhere. Okay. Omnipotent, a person who is very powerful. Hope so it is very clear for you people. And the very first question comes to your mind. Mom, how do they ask question in the examination? Okay, so for this question, there is an answer for you people. Now you just take down. This is a model question for you people related to one word, substitute. A life story written by the author himself or herself. Okay, I'll repeat it. A life story written by the author himself or herself. Done. Take down the four options. Let me check it out whether you people can identify the answer. If not, we'll have a discussion. Okay. First one, drama. The first option. You can make it as option A, drama. Second one, biography. The second option is biography. Okay. Third option, story. Story. And the last option, autobiography. Okay. Now I just want all the students to go through the question first. Kindly go through the question. Please go through the question and also go through all the options. Try to understand the question first and later get into option. Don't take down the answer according to you people, just find it out. Which is the right answer for you people according to one word substitute. And you people have to alternate this particular phrase with one word. So which word you would like to go for it? That you people are supposed to make a mention. Okay, you have to think. And also you people have to let me know what is the difference between biography and autobiography. I think these are the two words which are commonly used when it comes to somebody's work. Okay, these two words are commonly used. That's what I'm telling you people. They're not going to come out with the words where you people are not at all familiar. So they'll go for the commonly used word and the second thing, popularly used words. Okay. Just tell me the difference between biography and autobiography. If you want, I can illustrate with your own examples. If not, just come out with the answer. Okay. So I have given four options for you people. Novel, biography, story, autobiography. Just think about it. And you have to illustrate the difference between biography and autobiography. Once we are done, kindly let me know. Okay, we'll continue with the discussion. Done? The very important thing, as I stated earlier for you people, this is a model question related to one word substitute. Even in the examination, they'll ask a question like this. I think last time they asked a question related to tautology. They had given a question like this: a statement with two words having same meaning. So what do you call that particular thing? They had given four options: tautology and other thing. You know it's very well what exactly the right answer. So like this it is. I'll read the question. A life story written by the author himself or herself. It might be a male writer or is a female writer. So now the question comes to your mind. Now what do you mean by biography and autobiography? So few students already made a mention about the answer. Now you just tell me what exactly the right word we have to go for it. That is exactly autobiography. Okay. Now my second question for you people, because probably they might ask one more question related to biography. So can anybody stand up and tell me the difference between biography and autobiography?
Biography is something the writer would someone else's life story.
Okay, very good.
Autobiography is the life.
Exactly. So for example, imagine there is a student, Surya, in this particular classroom. If Surya is going to write about himself, where he studied, about his education, about his profession and other thing, so that particular book is considered as autobiography. Okay, if a person writes about himself or herself. I think so it is very clear for you people. What do you mean by biography? Is somebody else is going to write about Surya, so that particular book is known as biography. Hope so it is very clear for you people. I think you might have used this particular word autograph. Autograph. I think so that is very clear for you people. Okay, so in that way you people can easily do remember. So what exactly the answer is? That is autobiography. If there is a question like this, if a person writes about somebody's life story, that is known as biography. Okay, so whenever I'm just taking a particular word, we are discussing it as a point of one word substitute and also synonyms and antonyms too. So in that way you people are supposed to do remember. Shall we get into the next one? Let me just check it out whether you people can able to answer this. Just take down. A person, a person, a person who eats, a person, a person who eats, a person who eats with extreme with extreme greediness. If you want me to mention it in a very short manner, a person who is extremely fond of eating. Okay, just make a mention. If it is possible, try to find out what might be the right word for this question without options. If it is possible. I don't know whether you people can just make a mention. Yes? Okay. Any other thing? Probably. We'll see that. Okay. We are in a world, especially 21st century, very easily we are going to tag somebody as a foodie. That is different thing. Food is completely different thing. Please do remember and don't get into confusion. There are so many people who'd like to eat so many things. That is different thing. But there are so many people who are into extreme level. So you have to understand the question properly. Just go through the question. I won't be giving options for this question. If it is possible, try to write down with one word Whom do you call or what do you call a person who eats with extreme greediness, who it's extreme level? So it is not a sign of normality. Okay. I'm not speaking about a person who is foodie. No. No. Okay. I'm using this word extremely. Who is into extreme level.
Gluttony means the same. Like they're extremely greedy.
For example, there is a difference between need and greed. Right. A foodie, in the sense, it is understood for you people how much it is needed, they'll have it and they'll enjoy the food. That is different thing. But there are people who are into extreme level. Okay, that is not considered as a sign of normality. I'm using this word. I think you understood what I meant. Okay, if somebody who is going to label himself or herself as a foodie will consider as a, I don't think so. We consider a psychological problem or something. Do we? No. So we'll consider there is a particular person who is a food lover who is considered as a foodie. But now there is a this particular statement where you're supposed to consider, especially there are people who are extremely into eating. There is a word for that. Not foodie, but there is one more word. Is it possible? Anybody? Yes. You got it? No? Yes. You have to try. Anybody has a habit of using dictionary when you people are in a school days or college days? Okay. There are few. Okay, fine. Any idea ever heard about it? No? Yes? No. No, no, no. No. Thank. You have to use your brain. Okay, I'll just give few more seconds for you people. Let me see who is going to get the right answer. And you have to think. Yes. Anybody who is a foodie? No? Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, fine. Yes. Fast. Make it fast. This is how they are going to ask a question in the examination where you people need to scratch your head and also brain sometimes. Okay. So whom do you call? Yes. Okay. Should I need to get the option? If I give the options, will you find it out? Okay. Just take down the first one. Just take down the first one. Okay. Polly. Have you heard about this word? Polly? No. I'll tell you the meaning later, not now. If I tell you the meaning now, you will easily identify it. Okay. First one. Second one. A second one. Food lover. Food lover. Okay. Third one. Glutton. Do you want me to write down? Okay. Glutton. Okay. Glutton. Glutton. The fourth one. The fourth one. Okay. Wisdom. Wisdom. WISJOM. Particularly, I'm using two words where I wanted to give an example for synonyms and antonyms too. I don't know whether you people are noticing, whenever I'm taking up a particular topic, I'm just taking in such a way where it should be useful for one word substitute and also antonyms and synonyms too. Okay, I'll give four options for you people. I'll repeat it. Already I made a mention to you. One is folly, second one is pulava, third one is glutton, and the fourth one is wisdom. So I've just given. But in a final examination, what exactly they are going to do it for you people? Simply, they are not going to give an option for you. They'll give very close meaning. They'll give very close meaning, and most of the time they'll try to confuse you people, and you have to think. One such example I can give it to you people from the previous year question paper. They had given this particular word called this folly. I don't know whether you are aware with this. They have given this word folly, and they've asked the students to identify a particular meaning for it, and they are given options which are very close by to this one, to the answer, with a slight change. Definitely and purposefully they'll give options to confuse you people, and you should be very careful. Okay, so please go to the question. And you only told me, mom, if you give us an option, definitely we are going to find out. Anybody has got answer now? H, option C. Okay, other students, other students, think what do you mean by food lover, glutton, wisdom, folly? You have to think. H, this thing. Got it? No? There are certain words, and one more thing, it's my personal advice for you people. And whenever you start your preparation related to one particular topic, it might be active voice and passive voice, or else correction of sentences, or else it might be related to pair relation, one word substitute. There is a particular technique where you're supposed to get into. Don't go for all the words. If you chuck it out, one word substitute, you will get a lakh together. So I don't think so. As a students, you people can do remember the lakh words. Can you? No. So you have to answer 25 questions when it comes to proficiency in English, and you have to go for a proper strategy. Okay. So which are the commonly used words? And most of the time we are going to call somebody, if somebody who is going to eat to the extreme level, which is not considered as a sign of normality, will use this word. So whenever they'll ask something, it should be related to the society, and also it should be related to the present scenario too. Okay. And last time they asked a question related to pandemic and epidemic. So these two words I'll give it at the end. I thought of giving it at the end for you people. See, very recently the entire world was completely thwarted by pandemic. So that asked a question. I think you just got me. So there are two techniques. One is commonly used one, and the second thing which is related to the present scenario. If it is related to the present scenario, it is understood that is popularly used one. In that way, you people are supposed to make a mention. Okay, so now there are few students who are into confusion. Mom, actually we are a bit confused which option exactly we are supposed to go for it. And there might be a question from yeah, and purposefully I had given two words for one option, but nobody asked me which is the option where I had given two words. I had given two words. Yes or no? There is an option with two words. Yes or no? So everything you people have to think with a discernment. So if you can, very easily can go for the elimination of an answer. Okay. So what do you mean by folly? F-O-L-L-Y. Whenever somebody commits a mistake, whenever somebody is a tomfoolery, I mean nonsensical, we'll use this word. So we'll remove it because nowhere it is related to eating. Fine. So the first option is not there. That is folly. Okay. Food lover? No. Because there is a particular word that is with extreme greediness. Wisdom? I think this word is commonly used, wisdom. So definitely that is not a word. So which is the remaining option? Glutton. Glutton. Whom do you call as glutton? If somebody is called as a glutton, a person, one who eats to the extreme level, which is not considered as a normal sign. Hope that is very clear for you people. Okay. I'll give few seconds for you people. Please go through from the beginning, from the first example, altruist, till the last one now, that is related to glutton. From altruist to glutton. So now I'll do one thing. I'll ask questions for you people, and you have to tell me the meaning of those words. So once we are done with this, we'll get into the other topic. Okay? And I don't want you people to simply read everything. No, just tell me your understanding related to the words. And you have to, from the beginning. Altruist, theist, atheist, okay, which we had a discussion. Biography, autobiography, optimist, pessimist, okay. and you have to go through the other words like glutton. If you people were unable to understand anything from all those given statements, kindly let me know. So we'll do one thing. We'll give this activity. I'll be asking question for you people, and you have to answer me. Okay? Then only you'll be a bit conscious, right? Yeah. If teacher is going to ask question, then you'll be conscious. Yes. Is there any doubt? No. So now students are at 6 and 7. So where they're supposed to be seated, right? Okay. Before we start this activity, let me make a mention to you people related to one word, substitute. I'll give few more words in the next class. Okay. In the final examination, they might give one sentence, statement, or else concept, or else situation related one question for you people, and you have to replace with only one word. Please do remember, not with two words, it has to be with one word. Okay, if they are given with a two words, very easily you can go for a elimination method, but before you do so, you have to understand the concept properly. Try to understand the sentence, and then only you can. And there are certain words which are commonly used and which considered as a bit complicated from the perception of students. Until and unless I made a mention in the class related to all truths, most of the students were not known. What we thought, probably social reformer, a person who is very good, probably a good person or something. That's what we were aware with. Okay. And also there are so many words. If I say entrepreneur, if I say entrepreneur, okay. And also there is a particular word that is philanthropist. So there are certain words which are commonly used, and you people have to go through that, and I'll be sharing the list with you people later. Before I do so, try to do remember, probably they might ask either one or two questions. They've asked either one or two questions from one word, substitute, and as I stated earlier, they'll give sentence, statement, concept, or a situation related one question, and you people have to replace with one word. It might be about language, it might be about economy. It doesn't mean that they have to ask about a language. As I stated earlier, for example, the place where all the financial transactions are going to take place. That is called as bank. I think it is understood for you people. So like this. Or else it might be about a marriage. It might be about marriage. So any particular concept they might take up. So you have to be aware with all those things. Okay. So please go through that, and you have to answer my questions, and later we'll get into idioms and phrases for today's class. That's done. Now what are you supposed to do? You have to take up any word, any one word actually which we have used, and you have to tell me the meaning. Take up any word you want. Pessimist, optimist, altruist, omnipresent, omnipotent. Okay. Any one word you take up, and you have to tell me the meaning. Will you? Okay. So you can do one thing, you can take up the particular word and tell me any situational example. If you want to say altruist, just give it with a particular reference. R is optimist. My friend, he is a very good optimist in spite of having all the difficulties. So like this, humans. Okay. So if you do in this particular way, we can very easily come to conclusion about the way you people are going to form your own sentence, and also it's going to helpful for you people to learn about this one word, substitute. So once you're done, you let me know. Any one word you just take up for the example. Once you're done, just let me know. It's done. If you're done, you just let me know. Somebody is reading what exactly I'm writing in the book. Okay. It's done. Okay. Ash, who's going to say it first? Anybody? It's option for you. Not related to whatever I've written on the board. We'll get into later. Okay. Any one word you have to take up and you have to tell me the meaning related to situation. Ash. Yeah. Yeah. You can start first. And your fellow classmate is going to join you. Right? Okay. Let's start. Yeah. Any word you pick. Okay. Omnipotent. Okay.
Friend is a very influence of our
Repeat louder. My friend.
is very is highly influenced very powerful.
Okay.
Replace the word.
Yes. And the one more thing, what you people are supposed to do, you have to exactly use the word in a sentence. For example, Ratan Tata is a well-known altruist of 21st century. Okay, so altruist, it is understood. I'm just telling the person who is into the social betterment. Okay, nowhere I'm using the word social betterment and as a person who is going to work with the good of the people or something. No, altruist. That's enough. Okay, Almighty is an omnipresent. Almighty is everywhere, according to the people. I don't know whether you people are theist or atheist or whatever it might be. My friend is atheist. Always he is going to question the existence of God. You got me? So like this, you can frame your own example. Anybody? Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll go for 2 students. Anybody? Any 2 students? As now everybody is counting the number of the students. Okay, Mama's clearly stated only 2 students. Yes, anyone? I'm giving an option for you people. You can just go for the simple one. When the teacher asked the question, students were dismissed. Right? No? No? Yes. Any 2 students? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Repeat it louder. So he's particularly mentioning the writer name and also the verb. Okay. Yes. Yeah. APJ Abdul Kalam. That we had a discussion a long back related to autobiography. Okay. So he wanted to just restate it like this. Wings and Fire is an autobiography written by APJ Abdul Kalam. So he has used the word autobiography. Very good. Okay. Any other one word? Any other one word? Ash. Anything you can just take up. And the purpose which I made a mention related to these 2 words, biography and autobiography. There is a unit by you people, that is writers, are well-known writers in English. They are going to ask questions related to biography and autobiography. Okay, so that is the reason whenever I'm using certain words which are correlated to one word substitute, antonyms and synonyms, and also related to the writers too, which we are going to take up very soon. Okay, very good. Any other student? Any one particular meaning you can just take up. If you say I am a theist, I mean I'm a person who is going to believe in God, you can. I'm an atheist, definitely you can just make a mention. Okay, shall we? We'll get into idioms and phrase. And before we are going to start with the first idiom and phrase for today's class, I just want to know, is there any doubt about the one word substitute examples which we had a discussion in the previous class and also in the beginning of our class today? Is there any doubt? No, no. I'll just repeat. Altruist, the person who is very concerned about the society and the people. Okay. Second thing, tautology, the statement where you have two words with same meaning. Pessimist, the person who is going to think in a negative manner. Optimist, a person who is going to think in a positive way in spite of having all the difficult condition. Theist, a person one who believes in God. Atheist, a person one who does not believe in God. Okay. Omnipresent, a person who is everywhere. Omnipotent, a person who is very powerful. Hope that is very clear for you people. Glutton, glutton in the sense a person who eats to the extreme level. So we are done with all the words. Any doubt? And also I had given a model question for you people related to the final examination too. And we'll continue with one word substitutes in the next class. And now we'll start our class with the first idiom and phrase for today's class. I don't know whether you people have heard about this particular one which is commonly used. I know it's very well. He's telling cock and bull story. Cock and bull story. What do you mean by this? Cock and S. Okay. Shall we consider as false? Okay. Very good. Any other thing other than false? Other than false? Okay. Somebody comes to you and will make a mention. Do you know what? I just went to moon last week. I went to moon last week. Somebody came to you people and made a mention to you, and you people started smiling, and immediately you're going to say the same thing to somebody. I know it very well. He is the person who is going to make a mention about cock and bull story. Other than false, can you just make it out any other meaning from the situational example which I narrated to you? Yes. Okay, good. Yes. Okay. Any other thing? Yes. Life. Okay. So you can easily make it up. Have you heard about fictitious? Fiction? Fiction? Fictitious. Okay. So what do you mean by fiction, fictitious? It's nothing but it is a unreality, unrealistic. It's not a reality, right? If a scientist from ISRO coming and telling you people, I had gone to moon, that is a different thing. Your fellow classmate coming to you people making a mention, I had gone to moon last week because I wanted to have a weekend celebration or birthday celebration. Very easily you can come to conclusion that is cock and bull story. You want to go? No. Okay. So what do you mean by cock and bull story? Just make a mention. It is a created story which is unbelievable. What do you mean by cock and bull story? It is a story which is unbelievable. Okay.
Fictional moves can also be called as cock and bull story.
You can. The thing is, what do you mean by fiction? I don't know whether you people are aware or not. And there are so many things we are going to make a mention. Have you heard about like classic, semi-classic? So classic, you know it very well. Semi-classic, partially they are going to like amalgamate with the classical elements like this. Fiction, semi-fiction. So basically, what do you mean by fiction? Fiction by R.K. Narayan. Yeah, for example, there might be some reality, but usually what do you mean by fiction? Fiction, it's nothing but it is a created one. Yes, exactly, that's what it is, a created one. I think you understood what I meant. That's what we call it as fiction or fictitious. There might be some real elements, that is a different thing. But they label it as fiction. I think it is understood by you people. Okay. So cock and bull story in the sense, you cannot believe it. You cannot believe it. Okay. So that's what we call it as cock and bull story. So one simple example, somebody who is approaching you people and who is going to make a mention, I visited moon last week, and very easily we can come to conclusion, yeah, I know it very well, that is a cock and bull story. So what do you mean a cock and bull story? It is not only just created one, but also that is unbelievable. You cannot just get into And very important thing, that is unrealistic. That is not possible. Okay, cock and bull story in the sense that is not possible. One more example, I'll give it to you. Imagine there is a particular person who has not written the UPSC examination. The same person will come to you people and he has not appeared for the examination and you are sure about it, and he is going to make a mention he has got a first rank in the UPSC examination. So how is it possible? So very easily you can come to conclusion, yeah, I know it very well, that is a cock and bull story. Do we have a people? Do we have a people who are going to like do all these things? Yes, we do have. Okay. So this idiom who is going to make a mention, there are people who are going to exaggerate the situation. Okay. Cock and bull story. So what do you mean a cock and bull story? So cock and bull story in the sense where people are going to say something which is unrealistic, which is not possible, and people can easily come to conclusion that is a utter lie. That is a false information. Okay, very easily you can easily come to conclusion. Any doubt about it related to the first one? Cock and bull story. Okay. So now, this is an activity for you people. Write down one sentence using this idiom. Cock and bull story. Cock and bull story. Most of the answers written by the students are cock and bull story. Right. In the final examination. No? No more. We are very good students. Okay. Just kidding. Take up any situational example. Tell me. Cock and bull story in the sense whenever somebody says something, very easily you can come to conclusion that is unrealistic, that is not possible, that is a utter lie. Okay. Just state one example. Yes. Cock and bull story. Yeah. Whenever your parents are going to ask about your studies, and you will make a mention that I was reading, I was reading 24 into 7. Right. That is a real fact. No, right? The way you people are going to exaggerate the situation. Okay. Yeah, we'll start with your fellow classmates. Can you just give an example to this cock and bull story? You can be seated and you can.
Then my friend asked me.
Okay. Okay. So one his friend is going to ask for the financial assistance and he is going to create cock and bull story. Okay, fine. Very good example that was. Okay. I think you understood. Cock and bull story. Within a bracket, you can just go for the key elements. That is unrealistic, that is not possible, and utter lie. Okay. In order to take leave, most of the employees are going to create cock and bull story. Is it true? In the corporate sector, you know it's very well. If they have a continuous holidays and in between working day, they are going to create a cock and bull story in the name of health issue and other thing. So that is a cock and bull story. Yes.
NASA stated that Neil Armstrong was the first man to step foot on the moon, but it was a pocket mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can you just repeat it? That was good indeed.
NASA stated that Neil Armstrong was the first man to step foot on the moon, but it was a pocket mistake.
It was a cock and a bull story. Okay. So it is understood by you people. And one more thing, knowing the meaning of idiom phrase, that is good. If you people can use it related to the sentence or situation, that is extremely good. Okay. Why? Because most of the time you will by heart. Okay. For example, bite your own tongue, control emotion, control your own thoughts or something. Okay. So if you just get into the next one, the one more example, fish out of the water. For example, I'm just stating, you will just get into the meaning, you will by heart. Don't do it. You people have to understand. If you use it in a situational way, then only you can do remember it for a longer time. Shall we get into the next one? Let the cat out of the bag. Let, L-E-T, let the cat out of the bag. This is indeed the famous idiom and phrase used in Indian setting. Might be quite lengthy. Let the cat out of the bag. Does it mean you people are going to carry a cat or something? No, definitely no. So what do you mean by let the cat out of the bag? Let the cat out of the bag.
It's similar to stop overthinking and moving on.
Stop overthinking and moving on? No. Think. Just think.
Somewhere related to spilling out the beans.
Okay, we'll see that. Just think. Think. What could be? Yes.
Freedom.
Freedom? No. Okay, I'll give one simple example for you people. The second idiom and phrase for today's class. Let the cat out of the bag. Imagine there is a particular person who decided not to reveal anything. The person who decided not to reveal anything. So probably if it is related to man, salary, if it is related to women, age. Usually like that is a general type, that's what they'll stated, we don't know. It might vary from individual perception where they're not going to reveal anything. If they are going to do so, without knowing if somebody is going to reveal something, and for that somebody is going to come on, she let the cat out of her bag, meaning to say somebody wanted to hide the secret. They wanted that to be very confidential, knowingly or unknowingly they let out. So that's what we call let the cat out of the bag, unknowingly revealing the secret. Unknowingly revealing the secret. Probably there is some secret in your life. If you people are going to convey the same thing unknowingly, you wanted to visit a particular place where you thought of keeping it as a secret from your parents, but unprecedentedly, not knowingly, you people let out that particular secret in front of your parents while speaking. So very easily we can just come to conclusion. He let the cat out of his bag while speaking with his parents related to his trip.
Unknowingly.
Unknowing.
So spilling out the beans would be
That is completely a different thing. Okay, so we'll have a discussion one by one. For example, whenever somebody is telling, whenever somebody is stating, she let the cat out of the bag. He let the cat out of the bag. While speaking unknowingly or mistakenly, you can use this particular word. Have you heard about this word? Unprecedented. Unprecedented is like all of a sudden, not knowingly. Okay, if you people are going to say something, it's not like, okay, I just wanted to visit a particular place and I'm going to visit my parents and I'm just going to make a mention it is a study trip or a study tour or something. No, not directly. I just wanted to go out with my friends, but unknowingly, actually, I just reveal a secret to my parents. And you know it very well, immediately you're going to get a very good scolding from your parents. That is a different thing. If you reveal something unknowingly and you are not having any intention to convey, but while speaking mistakenly, unprecedentedly, or like suddenly, if you just do so, we'll call it as let the cat out of the bag. Okay, so what do you mean by let the cat out of the bag? To reveal something which you consider as a secret or confidential thing. How do you reveal it? Unknowingly, mistakenly, unprecedented manner. Okay, which was not expected. Hope that is very clear for you people. Any doubt? Any doubts about it? No doubt. Okay, I'll repeat it. Cock and bull story. Cock and bull story in the sense that is a story which is a fabricated That could be the rightly used word. Fabricated is nothing but created one, which is unrealistic, which could not be believed by people. So that is a utter lie. Very easily we can come to conclusion, this fellow is telling a lie. So if that is the case, we'll call it as, yeah, I know it's very well, he is telling a cock and bull story. Okay, second example, let the cat out of the bag in the sense, whenever somebody is going to reveal a secret unknowingly, unprecedentedly, or mistakenly, we'll call it as she let the cat out of the bag about her marriage. She decided not to tell anything about her marriage. When she did so, we can create a sentence like this. She let the cat out of the bag about her marriage with the manager, her HR manager, or whatever it might be. Okay, so like that, you people can just create your own example. Any doubt about the basic meaning? Let the cat out of the bag. It is revealing some secret unknowingly. Is it clear? Third one, probably this one might confuse you people a bit. Kick the bucket. Kick the bucket. Kick the bucket. Yes. Start something new. Okay, we'll see. Kick the bucket. You mean by kick the bucket? Anybody has heard about it? Probably you will be so surprised if I let you know the real meaning of this particular idiom. Kick the bucket. No? Anybody? Okay. Most of the students are telling me, Mom, probably kick the bucket is starting something anew, probably starting a journey or starting some particular project or whatever. Yes? Okay. So we'll see that. So there are some students who are telling that probably kick the bucket in the sense starting something new or is missing the opportunity, whatever it might be, we'll see that. I'll just give a situational example later for you people. Just make a mention. Kick the bucket. And this is one more example which is commonly used when it comes to the conversation. And I have to state this to you people. Most of the people are unable to take the meaning of this particular idiom and phrase, that is kick the bucket. Kick the bucket. Okay, other than starting something new, missing the opportunities, can you people guess it out? What might be the real meaning of this idiom and phrase?
With overcoming.
Overcoming something. Okay, fine. We'll see what exactly the right answer later. But let me make you people to think. Yes. Yeah, you can be a bit louder, no problem. Move on. Okay. Yes. Any other thing? Kick the bucket. That's it. That's it. Yes. Okay. So probably you were there in the class. Yeah. Kick the bucket in the sense, if somebody passed away, you can use this particular idiom and phrase. For example, my grandmother kicked the bucket last week. So please don't take a literal meaning like kick the bucket or something, and this is what we call it as idiom and phrase. Okay, so here kick the bucket, it doesn't mean the literally kicking the bucket. Kick the bucket means die. Okay, kick the bucket means die. That's what I stated when I had made a mention on the board. Most of the people are unable to get the exact meaning. So what exactly you thought? Probably starting something anew, overcoming, move on, right? This is the most entertaining thing about the idioms and phrases. Kick the bucket means die. Okay, you got me? Why most of the people are unable to get exact meaning of idiom and phrase? Because of all these things. Have you heard about this one more? Pulling my leg. Is pulling my leg. It doesn't mean that literally somebody is pulling the leg. So what do you mean by pulling the leg? Yes, very good. That is teasing, taunting, okay, commenting, annoying, or irritating. That also you can just make a mention. I think you understood what I meant. Any doubt about this idiom and phrase? Kick the bucket. So as I stated earlier by you people, even if I say this to the students who are into the higher level, if it is related to idiom and phrase, and most of the time when they think about kick the bucket, they'll take it in a different way without knowing what exactly the real meaning. That is, kick the bucket means die. Okay. One simple example, you can just make a mention, for example, or like somebody, you can use the name of particular person who kicked the bucket the previous night, means that person who passed away the previous day. So in that way, you people are supposed to make a mention. So is there any doubt about this third one, kick the bucket? So cock and bull story. Second one, let the cat out of the bag. And the third one, that is kick the bucket. Okay. Any doubt about the third one? No, right? Shall we get into the next one? Just make a mention. Fish out of the water. Fish out of the water. I think this one is easy for you people. Fish. Fish. Fish out of the water. Similar meaning? Just think. Just think. Okay. Don't jump into conclusion. As I stated earlier for you people, especially related to idiom and phrase, why most of the students are unable to get the right answer, because very immediately you people will just come to a conclusion, probably this idiom might be meaning something like this. No. And the one more thing, you people cannot just go for like splitting the words like this, fish out of the water or something. No. For example, one such simple example, that is kick the bucket. This kick the bucket idiom and phrase is commonly used, and in order to make the students to understand, you cannot just come to the meaning just seeing the phrase. Can you? What you thought, probably kick the bucket means somebody might have kicked the bucket, or else overcoming, or else overthinking, or else move on, missing the opportunity, or whatever it might be. The meaning was completely to the extreme level. Yes or no? There are certain idiom and phrases. If you people have heard about it, you can easily come to conclusion about a meaning slightly. You can guess it out. But there are certain idioms and phrases where if you people go for the outer level meaning, you cannot just immediately jump into conclusion. Okay, just think about it. Probably this might be the similar meaning. What's going to happen if the fish is out of the water? Just think. Yes. Okay, fine. Yes. Any other thing? Yes. I'll give you one. Yes.
Change in the
Change.
habit.
Okay, fine. Any other thing? Yes. Okay, uncomfortable. Fine. One simple example, I'll give it to you. Now you people are in a comfortable zone where you have your own fellow classmate. Everything, you people are like having communication, conversation in a proper manner or appropriate manner, whatever it might be. When you visit a particular place for the first time, you don't know the people, and even you don't know the destination, and you don't know whom to approach. Okay, you're very new to that situation, the place, or else a particular predicament. So if that is the case, you people can just call yourself, when I visited the university for the first time, I felt like fish out of the water. Okay, one more example, I'll give it to you people. When I appeared for the competitive examination for the first time, I felt like fish out of the water. Okay, writing semester examination is completely different from writing competitive examination. You won't be knowing all the rules and regulations. Hope it is very clear for you people. So whenever you might say like you are not in a comfortable zone, that also you can consider. If you people are not familiar with all those things, or else if you are having a strange feeling, the peculiar feeling, and you can just immediately use this particular idiom. I felt like fish out of the water. The way the fish which is going to feel like undying condition, if it is not there inside the water, the same thing is going to happen to the people whenever they are located in an unprecedented situation or else unexpected circumstances. Okay, fish out of the water in the sense whenever you find a particular place or a situation very strange and peculiar and you are unable to cope up. When you are unable to cope up with the situation, you can compare yourself and also you can make a mention. I felt like a fish out of the water. Hope that is very clear. So when I wrote my entrance examination, okay, after seeing the question paper, I felt like fish out of the water. Okay. So in any way, you can just make a mention. Any doubt about it? No doubt. Shall we go for the last example related to idiom and fish? Just take down the last example. To move, M-O-V-E, to move heaven and earth. To move heaven and earth. To move heaven and earth. Is it possible for you people to move earth? To move heaven and earth. So if you go through this idiom and phrase, you people can easily come to a meaning. Somebody trying to move heaven and earth. So what do you mean by this? Somebody who is trying to move earth. Probably something which is impossible. That's what we are going to just get it based on the outer appearance of this particular idiom. Somebody who is trying to move heaven, because we don't know where exactly the heaven is placed. And other than that, we are having one more thing, that is earth. Okay. Whenever somebody is struggling to the core, whenever somebody is trying to do their best to achieve something, even though that is considered as a bit difficult, even though that is considered as not easily possible, if somebody is doing, will consider, I know it very well, he is trying to move heaven and earth to clear the competitive examination. Okay, even though it is a bit difficult, in spite of it, if somebody is trying their best. Okay, not completely stating that it is impossible. There is one more thing I'll just make a mention to you people for that. Have you heard about crying for the moon or something? Just crying for the moon. If somebody is crying for the moon, like stating that I just want a moon or something, is it possible to get a moon? So that is completely come to a conclusion that is impossible. That is different. That is completely not into a realistic word. If somebody who is crying for a moon, there is a difference. Please do remember what are the two differences between these two idioms. There is one thing, somebody who is trying to move heaven and earth, even though that is not completely possible, but in what way you are supposed to take? Somebody who is trying to do their best to achieve something. Okay, so if I say, I know it very well, Rita is trying to move heaven and earth to take care of her parents. She's struggling. She's trying her best. She's doing her best to do something. Okay, so in that way, you people are supposed to take when somebody is trying to move heaven and earth. Even though on the outer level, this particular idiom which is going to make a mention, somebody who is trying to do something which is not possible, but they can do. Okay, probably to achieve something. Whereas what you mean by crying for a moon, that is highly impossible. If somebody is crying for the moon, can you people get it? You can console, you can convince the children stating that you are going to get it. But is it possible? No. So crying for a moon in the sense, that is not possible. Okay, kindly go through all the idioms and phrases. Whatever we had a discussion from the beginning in today's class. Okay. Just go through that from the beginning. Cock and bull story. Let the cat out of the bag. Fish out of the
Second page.
fish out of the water in the sense to be in a strange situation. Yes, to be in a strange situation where you're not familiar. Okay, where you're not familiar. Fine. Please go through all the idioms and phrases. If there is any doubt, let me know. As we'll go for the last activity of our today's class. Before that, please go through all the idioms and phrases. Just go through all the idioms and phrases from the beginning. Cock and bull story. Let the cat out of the bag. If there is any doubt, let me know. So related to idiom and phrase, I'll give two model questions for you people related to the final question paper. So before I give the model questions for you people, please go through the idioms and phrases which we had discussed now. From the beginning till the last one. Once you are done, you let me know. I think I've used this idiom, pipe dream. Have I? I think so. I stated a pipe dream. Okay. Have you used beast of burden? No. Okay. We'll have a discussion later. Just go through that. I'll give two model questions for you people with options like final examination. We'll see whether you people can able to answer it. Shall I start with the first question? Shall I? Okay. First one. Rakesh. Rakesh. Rakesh was really glad. Rakesh was really glad. Rakesh was really glad when he when he when he received when he received an information when he received an information about 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 S selection list about S selection list. I'll repeat the example. Rakesh was really glad when he received an information about the selection list. Full stop. Just do underline really glad. Just do underline really glad. Okay. Really glad. So now I'll be giving 4 idioms for you people and you have to select the idiom and phrase which is related to the underlined 2 words. Okay. First one. A pipe dream. A pipe, P-I-P-E. A pipe dream, G-R-E-A-M. The first option, a pipe Dream. No problem. You can take your time. Don't turn your pages now. If you don't know it, we'll just check it out. Okay. Just take down the question with options. We'll see that. I know it's very well. You have that eagerness to just find out the answer. I know it's very well. The way you're doing. Done. The first option, a pipe dream. Second one, the second one, beanstalk burden. B-E-A-S-T, B-E-A-S-T, beanstalk burden. B-U-R-D-E-N, beanstalk burden. Over. First one is pipe dream. Second option is beanstalk burden. Third one, cloud nine. Cloud, C-L-O-U-D, cloud, give a space, cloud nine, N-I-N-E, cloud nine. The fourth option, kick the bucket. Kick the bucket. Yes, mom, we should do it. Right? Not the direct meaning, just kicking the bucket at home because you have decided to write the MBA entrance examination. No? Okay, fine. Kick the bucket. Done. So the question is like this. Rakesh was really glad when he received an information about the selection list. So there are 4 options and you people have to go for the right idiom. Hope that is very clear. Take down the second example, the model example for the idiom and phrase related questions. Make a mention. Okay. Fish out of the water. Fish out of the water. Within a bracket, select the appropriate, select the appropriate meaning, select the appropriate meaning from the given options. Select the appropriate meaning from the given options. Close the bracket. The first option, extremely happy. The first option, extremely happy. Second thing, strange feeling. Second thing, the second option, strange feeling. Third one, inspiration. Inspiration. The fourth option, none of the above. None of the above. Please do remember for the idiom and phrase, they might give an option which is not appropriate one to. If that is the case, they'll go for the last option like this. That is none of the above. Okay, so you have to be a bit careful. Please go through these 2 model questions. If it is possible, try to answer it. I think second one just now we had discussed. I don't think it's going to be difficult. The first one you people have to think. Okay, just go through. Just go through. Whether they'll ask direct question, whether they'll ask situational question for you people, the only thing you should be knowing the idiom and meaning. If that is the case, definitely you can answer the question. Have you heard about this word copycats? Or is it copycats? Or even a copycat? Probably you've heard about catwalk. Probably. But what do you mean by copycat? Yes, copying the same thing, right? So don't be a copycat now. It's not your test. So whatever you know, you try to answer it. Only beast of burden I've not told. Beast of burden. Other than that, everything we had discussed. What? Saying for the help? No? When the teacher gave a question, the students were at 6 and 7 now. Right? No? Done? Okay. Hardly we have got 2 minutes. Complete it soon. Those first still take. None? Anybody still writing? No? Okay. What is the answer for the first question? Cloud? Okay. What do you mean by pipe dream? Very good. A pipe dream means that is unrealistic. Okay. Beast of burden. So what do you mean by beast of burden? And you have to make a mention here that is very direct meaning. A beast of burden means probably are a situation where an animal which is going to carry so much of burden. I know it very well. There is a particular animal. Whenever you will think about a burden, so which is animal which is related to the burden? Donkey. Okay, so do remember. So usually people are going to comment like this. If they are having so much of work, they are going to make a mention. I know it very well. You have a beast of burden or something like a donkey. Are doing everything. Okay. So a pipe dream means unrealistic. A beast of burden means having so much of work to do. Okay. So we are having the one more thing that is cloud nine. So when somebody is extremely happy, so glad, happy, that is joyous. So all those words you can use it as a synonymous. Mana, kick the bucket, you know it very well. Okay. So for the first model question, Rakesh was really glad when he received an information about the selection list. Was glad for that particular thing, you have to use cloud nine. Okay. Second one, fish out of the water. So what is the exact answer? Strange feeling. Hope so it is very clear. So like this, the last questions related to idioms and phrases. Is there any doubt? In our today's class, we had a discussion about one verb, substitute, and later with idiom and phrases. In our previous class, we have completed half of the thing related to active and passive voice. That I'll be completing within tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a class, no? So we'll complete with active and passive voice and we'll start with the other topic. Is there any doubt about whatever we had a discussion? If there is no doubt, we'll call off our class today. So happily mark, like cloud nine. Right? Okay. So we'll call off our class today with the hope that you don't have any doubts. If there is anything, definitely you can ask me. Any doubt? No doubt?